Environmental A1, it's Ian Russo, who was outside. The 48 is Jerome Guillot. Inside row 2, the X5 is St. Vital Electric driver Rob Gordon. Outside of him, the feature winner in Morden yesterday, matter of fact, 3 in a row out there, the 10W Ward Emery. Then Nolan Olmsted in the 4N, Rick Delane in the 1R, Kevin Sexton in the 57, and Adam Magus in the 35. Oh, Delane and the 4. Nolan Olmsted sit in turn 2. Talking to Wayne Emery earlier today, tells me that Ward Emery's won 3 in a row at Morden. They raced in Morden yesterday. The regular day of racing is Sunday, and of course out here tonight. Rick Delane. Oh, the caution was for Rick Delane, we're told, and he's gone to the pit area.
Right. I heard he finished 3rd in Greenbush last weekend. I guess Brian and Dustin Strand raced against him and finished 1-2. And
did they?
He said he was in a Strand sandwich, and he said, that could have been trouble. So he's glad to be here today.
How about that? Brian's still getting the job done, huh?
No doubt about it. He's a competitive guy and knows his stuff.
Well, we might see him up here this summer, too, because Brian's going to race the late model a little bit. They have 2 late models, of course. They are professional race drivers, and they have 2 modifieds and 2 late models. And being that Winnipeg has increased the late model payoff from 6th place back, we're going to see some more late model travelers this summer, I'm sure of it.
That's good to know.
All right, we're about to go green for 8 laps. Oh, Nolan Olmsted into the wall. I don't know if he was the cause of it or the victim.
I didn't see it, Pat, to be honest with you. That's
the safest answer.
Looks like some left rear damage on that car, of course. So we will need our towing crew over there to the front straightaway, or maybe not. Maybe he's going to drive it off. Maybe it's just a flat left rear. No wind in the left rear tire anymore. So, I don't know.
Someone should go to the left of him and let him get off.
I think he's going to go anyway, so.
Well, he is, but there we go. So we have our, what do you call it, B-Mod main event, or B-main lineup.
Yes.
We're going to start 11 cars in that race and only take the top 6 finishers. The idea, of course, is to give everyone a chance to race, but not to mess up with inexperience.
Of a good feature.
Right.
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 I agree with that, you know. We often talk, you often say it, I often agree, that it's normally the back 4 or 5 guys that cause a lot of the yellows, not the guys at the front. And I mean, it just goes without saying. I mean, the guys at the front are more experienced and have been driven longer. The guys at the back, well, relative rookies, but
and
again,
you can't keep throwing them off either because they got to learn how to do it.
Absolutely.
So you put them out there for a B main, a heat race, and let them get some seat time.
Absolutely, and I think it's a great idea that we're doing the B mains in the Midwest Modified class this year.
So Holt, or the number 4, Nolan Olmsted's gone to the pits, where you've still got 8 laps on the AIE Bell scoreboard. Jerome Guillot out to the early lead from the 2nd starting position. Ian Russo at 2nd, but here comes Ward Emery. Ward Emery's mount is a new one this year. That is an MB Custom modified with a Miller Race engine on board, and he's taking a run at the lead right now as they come out of turn 4. Field kind of strung out here. The leader is under attack again. Emery was down low in the bottom of turn 3. Ward tries the bottom and this time gets a little better push or pull off of turn number 2. He's closing in on Gio in the 48 car. 4 down and 4 to go. Oh man, what a great race for the lead. They're just about side by side down the back straightaway. Now Emery gets inside on the leader once again. Gio has the high side, but yes, he has the advantage right now. Emery has found something on the bottom of the racetrack, but Gio hangs on. Door to door as they head into turn 3. Your new leader is Ward Emery, but here comes Gio right back after him. What a race down the front straightaway with 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Emery with a slight advantage. Gio with a better drive off at turn 4, but gave up some ground in turn 2. Here comes your leader. He gets to the white flag. Ahead of the 48 of Gio. Gio's not done yet. He knows he's got one set of corners to take a run at. Here he comes. Emery on the bottom. Gio a little too high on the top. Your winner will be the 10W, Ward Emery. Second spot goes to the 48 of Gio. Third to the A1 of Ian Russo. Fourth to the veteran Kevin Sexton. And rounding out the top 5, Rob Gordon. Wow. Hey, mark the date, July 30th. The monster trucks are back here at Red River Co-op Speedway. July 30th. Monster truck action right here at Red River Co-op Speedway.
This spring, farmers all across Western Canada are placing their fuel and lubricant orders for the busy growing season ahead. Our customers know they can depend on Co-op products to perform and protect their equipment, even in the toughest conditions, from seeding through to harvest. For extra peace of mind, they're backed by Co-op's unbeatable fuel and oil guarantees. Order high-performance products at Co-op today and save during the spring oil sale. On now at participating Co-op locations.
All right, the Big FM Modifieds ready to go with heat number 2. They're lined up in staging, as you can see. The drivers, the top 3 finishers out of each heat race, must cross the scale and make a minimum weight. And of course, the minimum weight in the A-Mod division is, I have to check my notes because after a long winter I've forgotten. And it's not in the notes. But anyways, I think it's 24.50. Here's heat 2 in the modified division, sponsored by Big FM. Starting on the pole, it's the flying Ford of Lee McRae, the number 9. Outside of him is a rookie in the A-Mod division. Got lots of races under his belt in the B-Mod. This is Ryan Cousins. 29K is Ryan Kerlick. Outside of him, 5G is Scott Greer. 24 is James Wall. 1J, Jeff Pritchard. And on the back, Danny Staff. Look out. Look out, James Wall. Thinking about buying a Freightliner. All right, now race fans, I want you to check out a couple things as the cars come out of turn number 4. Check the size of the spoiler on the back of the 5 car that Scott Greer is driving. Then check the size of the spoiler on the 36 car right behind it. Now Ryan Cousins is running a crate motor. That allows him to run a taller spoiler. The crate motor, not as powerful as the Wazota spec motor, so they give the guys that run the spec motor or the crate motor a bit of an edge with a taller spoiler. Be interesting to talk to Ryan at one point and see if he gets a chance to try it out with the spec motor, see how different the car feels with the. Okay, well, I was just told that Jeff Pritchard has a similar spoiler. That's because he too is running a crate motor. crate motor, the idea is the motor in that 29 car, let's say, up front is probably 20 grand. The crate motor in the car on the outside of the front row, I'm not sure which one he's using, but it's probably 5 American. Here we go. Yee-haw! 3 wide off of turn number 2. Great race for second spot. Cousins in the 36 and Kerlick in the 29. Scott Greer out front in the number 5. Scott Greer started 4th, and he is your leader by half a straightaway 2 laps in. Oh, we got a spinner in turn 2, Jeff Pritchard. The crate motor. Yellow flag comes out. We go back to the last completed lap of racing. The idea in the crate motors, of course, is to keep the cost down. Hey, NASCAR fans, get down to Tavern United at the Windsor Park Inn all season long to catch all the race action. With great food, ice-cold beverages, and amazing prizes to be won weekly, it's easy to see why Tavern United is your home for NASCAR. Tavern United, Windsor Park, 1034 Elizabeth Road.
Well, fans, want to remind you about the candy toss for the kids. That will be coming up at intermission time, of course. We are in heat number 2 of the modifying division. Got a couple of more late model heats to come your way. And green flag is out. Here we go.
Back to green. Scott Greer, your leader on the restart. 5 laps to go as shown on our AIE Bell scoreboard. Great race from second on back. Ryan Cousins with the crate motor is doing, oh boy, James Wall puts it over the top. They're waiting to see if he gets going, and he does. Oh. I know. James Wall, he causes the yellow, he goes to the pits. That's the rule in the heat races. It does sometimes, these cars run a bird transmissions, and sometimes when they get spun around like that, they often stall because they don't work with a conventional clutch like you're used to in your car.
Actually, backwards. You push the clutch in to get moving in a low gear, and then release the clutch, let it back up, and then shift to high without the clutch, and then that's your race gear.
Right.
And sorry?
Once they've got it in that high gear, it's a 1-to-1 with the crankshaft. It's as good as direct drive. Locks into that coupler, and it is, if the motor's turning 8-7 grand, so's the back wheel. Well, the back wheels through the gear ratio, of course, but it's direct drive.
The interesting thing about the Burt transmission, too, is it's built in Canada. It's one of the few race car parts built in Quebec.
Very, very, very few race car parts built in Canada. And it is, and boy, good luck to you trying to phone there and get something done, too.
I haven't tried that, but...
Well, they are very good at what they do, just as long as you don't need to talk to them on the phone.
They do build good parts. No
Well,
doubt about that.
I guess if I spoke better French, I'd be all right.
Right.
We started this race with 8 cars 4 laps ago. We're down to 4 cars with 4 to go. Kerlick had one of the best looking race cars last year, and I think he's got one of the best looking ones again this year. Great looking car. Yep. I don't know who does the lettering, but it's pretty sharp. Love the colors. Last year he was hot pink. This year it's, I don't know what you'd call that, neon green, I suppose, but looks pretty cool. 2 to go for your leader, Scott Greer. Danny Staff off the pedal, and he's pulling into the pit area. Troubles with the 7 car. As the leader, Danny Staff comes around to the white flag, indicating there is 1 lap to go. 1 to go. Through turn 3 and 4, Scott Greer started 4th and took a commanding lead right off the hop. There's your winner, Scott Greer. Scott Greer. The DeKalb Seeds Miller Race Engines number 5G. Second goes to the 29. That is Ryan Kerlick. He started 3rd, finishes 2nd, and Ryan Cousins started 2nd and finished 3rd. Well. Napa, take care of your vehicle this summer with their new line of Perfect Effect car care products. Yes, from Napa Auto Parts. You'll find sponges, cloths, soft brushes, brush extensions for your hose, making cleaning your car easier than ever. These products are on sale now, starting at just $1.69 each. Find more deals like this one in this month's Plier or online at napacanada.com.
Mom, I don't want to go shopping today.
But we're all going to Enns Brothers for their day of play.
What's that? Will there be toys?
The John Deere Day of Play is Saturday, May 28th from 9 till 4 at both Winnipeg locations. A free, fun-filled family day with kids' activities like a John Deere riding toy obstacle course, face